Yo, yo, RX back for the first time in 2026 to say Happy New Year. We back with another stream, and the first one of 2026. It's been 2026 for 40 minutes as of right now, and yeah, we're going right into fucking content, man. What good? Hope everyone enjoyed the ball drop, or for some people, I guess that might have not even happened yet. So either way, yeah, happy New Year, happy soon to be New Year, and yeah, hope everyone has enjoyed their New Year's Eve. Now it's officially New Year's, and yeah, crazy, man. Who the fuck would have thought? It feels like it was March like 2 weeks ago, and now it's goddamn 2026, and we're doing it all over again. That doesn't even feel real to think or say, but that's the case. So, time flies, man. Time truly flies, but we're here to fly around and enjoy a great little stream to begin the year, talk about some sports, talk about some fights, and see what the fuck we get up to tonight. So I'm excited, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. What more can I say? First stream of the year, first stream in 2 days since Sunday, and yeah, hope everyone has been doing good. But now I feel like we're really getting into the meat and potatoes of this week, and yeah, what more can I really say? So, I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be a weird year. It's somehow already 2026. How fucking insane is that? 2025 was good. 2025 was really good. I'm grateful for a lot of things that happened here. I put out a short like an hour ago talking about that. I'm very grateful for 2025, but I think 2026 is going to be very good as well. I'm excited for it, man. I really am. Hope y'all are as well. Hope everyone had a good 2025. Or at least some of it was good. Of course, not every single day of every single year is going to be fucking perfect. But just gotta try and have the good vibe as much as humanly possible. And yeah, that's what we did in 2025. That's what we're doing in 2026. It's vibing and all that good shit. So what more can I really say? Yeah, we don't got much to talk about mainly, and at least in combat sports. Of course, we got fantasy and football to talk about, but for combat sports, not a lot. We did get a little bit of fight news, which I just forgot to open. Let me do just that at least. I think it was like 1 or 2 fights since last week. We got, I think we got 2. Yeah, 2 fights since we last looked a week ago. So starting next week, I'll probably do weekly shorts on fight news. So be ready for that. There's no rankings update, so no point around. Tomorrow we'll look at news going around and maybe we'll even know. I can't think of shit going on. I think what is a big news story right now? I can't fucking think of it. This is the new year. So now we're 24 days away now from 324. So I guess you're gonna look at that. So Anthony Joshua's fucking car crash, which is insane. It's good that he's okay. Yeah, what more can you really say? Let's see what our first big news story of 2026 is gonna be. So, can we make it to the morning from anything stupid happening? We're gonna find out. But yeah, we did have our Ryzen last night, so we take a look at what happened on there. Not really nothing going on I saw too interesting, but I still respect Ryzen for doing New Year's cards, because the UFC should do New Year's cards. I know, don't make them work on New Year's. I get it, but also it's New Year's fights are pretty iconic, so I don't know. What the fuck happened? Green hair dude won. Cool. Danny Sabato won. Good. Get that dude in the UFC already. Like, why is he not in the UFC? Truly. So, 18-0. Make Antum wait already. Fuck. You can. Was that an upset? No. I mean, this dude's just not that good anymore. Or this dude. He's old. Yeah. And then these randos in the main event. Happy for Danny Sabato. Get this dude in the goddamn UFC already. He should have been in the UFC all those years ago, like off Contender Series. So, like, get him the fucking UFC already. No, I don't even do be a fucking champion or anything. But fuck, why not add more talent to bantamweight? There's no fucking reason not to. So, there you go. Then this will be the first card of 2026, at least that they have on front page. ACA 198. Guessing there's fucking no one notable on this. No. Yeah, I think this dude was in PFL or some shit. I've never seen any of these people. So, and I did ACA 199. I have heard of Ramzan Amir because he was a shitty UFC fighter. That's it. Cheers. Octagon on the 17th. God, there's no fights for a hot ass minute. Christoph Jart co-main eventing another shitty UFC fighter. He was a mid, I guess, at best. And David Zawada, another. That dude was so fucking awful. KSW, there. Another, still better. Like, all this shit is still better than PFL, but that's a low bar. Tiamanis Vidal was fighting. Oh boy, I wonder who's gonna win that. Not Vidal, because never Vidal. Marcin Held was in the UFC, a pretty mid fighter. And then one. I'm shocked one didn't do a card for New Year's. But yes, they let Ryzen take the fucking keys to that. And then no one notable on this either anyway. And then we got the big shit. That'd be sweet. I never really like no big combat sports until fucking UFC at this point. Like we'll keep that. We'll say no that I know. Like, oh, we had this Soriano fight. It's something if you care to watch Soriano beat up a fucking tomato can. Outside of that, like, who cares? Like, pre-fight drug test. How do you fail a drug test in boxing? It's boxing. Reality fighting. That sounds like a great promotion. Hexagon, another great promotion, I would imagine. No PFL to make fun of. No fucking. This is wrestling. Colby and Rockhold. That's kind of neat, I guess. Bo and Yoel, I wonder who's gonna win. Harman beating up a nobody. Yeah. I guess that's something. But again, like, it's nothing interesting. Wow. I guess being of the year, like, we're trying to always like get in the fucking groove of it, but like there's like nothing in combat sports going on. BKFC's next card's not until the 17th. Like Julian fucking Lane, you gotta let him bang, bro. Yeah, not much here to write home about. Usually, actually, BKFC, they're just good. They're not really never been the biggest names on it. Usually, at least decent. Zuffa is they're is that Callum Walsh dickhead? Dude, this dude is so shitty. King Callum won again. Didn't they just show that a few pages up? And then we get to the UFC on January 24th. There it is. Yeah, not Kato. No fucking DBX. No fucking BKFC, mainly off of one card. The PFO's off the fucking market for a while. I'm sure they might have finally went out of business because they suck. Yeah, just really nothing going on in the combat sports right now, so sucks, but what can you do? What we can do is really care about the only fight news we've got since last week, so we can do that real quick. Talked about this last week, so we only got 2 sets of fights, and these are phenomenal. Beginning with, I believe, the first fight booked for UFC London, Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Dolidze has never been good, and CLD will never be good. I think he's a fucking can. Yeah, I mean, this fight sucks. CLD does not deserve a top 15 opponent. Dolidze does not deserve to be in the top 15. And, yeah, hopefully they get MVP booked for this card already. Like, fuck, you could have done MVP and Dolidze, it would have been more fucking interesting, but whatever. And as I am saying, much MVP would have just schooled him, but fuck, it'd be more intriguing. Shitty fight, shitty fighters, someone has to win. Hopefully it gets cancelled, so I don't have to pick one of them. Not a great one. But then we had our final fight announcement of the year, and then was it one of the fight announcements of all time? A rematch no one asked for from like 2 years ago. We had the final fight announcement of 2025, Nora Cornwell versus Jocelyn Edwards. The rematch. Why? Like, I'm not even saying, I'm joking. This fight literally happened like 2 years ago for Cornwell's debut, and it was not a good fight. It was, my bad, 3 years ago, 2023. Why the fuck are they running it back? Like, this truly makes no sense for either. Jocelyn deserves a higher fight up, and Cornwell, why would she run back someone she just beat a few years ago? Yeah, fucking stupid, but you know, sure, Dana, sure, why not? Yeah, very meh to say the very least, but sure, why not? So there you go. But yeah, so I want to scroll back. I would love if I could scroll back far enough to see the first fight booked in 2025, to see how we started or how we ended. We might be here a while. Just kind of, we might actually see some funny gems. What the fuck is wrong with Michael Morales? Have you all seen that clip of him from earlier today, I believe? Then what is wrong with that dude? He's weird. He's a weird motherfucker. Whatever. Let's see if we can get back to January. See, what was the first fight booked of the year? I think we're in, like, not even in the summer yet. Oh, we're at Lustig shit. We're in July. I guess we are directly in the summer. I feel like the first and last fight of the year booked is always like a mid-ass fight that's far from being too interesting. I feel like it's never anything that special. But then, like, right after we get a giant fight news, it's like, oh, sweet. Like, this couldn't have been the first one to actually, like, get us hype. So, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that just always feels like how it turns out. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm very intrigued to see what the first fight of the year was. Announced, at least. March, we're almost there. Where are we now? February. Let's see. I'm actually intrigued. I feel like it's gonna be a shitty fight, but you know, that would be more than expected. And we're almost there. Look at all those. There were so many fights. Marcel is the fucking GOAT, man. Marcel is truly the GOAT. So I think we're in 2024 now. I know we're right on the cusp of it. So the first fight of 2025 announced was. Yep, my point exactly. This shit. No, I'm happy that my point just proven completely. Yeah. We began with Ozzy Diaz versus the Jordan Santos, and we ended with Nora Cornwell versus Jocelyn Edwards for fight news. You'd love to see it. Yeah, you'd love to see it. But yeah, just really fuck all the talk about combat sports right now. Again, we're just trying to kill the last few weeks without fights or whatever coping mechanism you can fucking find. Because God, it's not easy. It's just taking. We'll get there eventually, but man, it's just like, can't we get to fights already? I know it's only been 2 weeks, but it's like, can't we get some fights already? I don't know. It would be. It's wishful thinking. But yeah, the one thing time doesn't fly on is waiting for fights. So, knock on wood, it starts flying more, and yeah, I don't know. So hopefully, sooner than later. So, in 24 days, we'll have fights. Oh boy. But yeah, not really too much to say in combat sports. Tomorrow we'll talk about a little bit more news, and we might do a quiz tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be doing it tonight. But yeah, I'm not planning on going like super long tonight. I think I'm not gonna get shit fuck for views anyway, and it's fucking New Year's night. I enjoy it a bit. Well, I do enjoy yapping with y'all, but I rather save up some energy for tomorrow. Much better stream, much earlier, well, an hour earlier, and all that. So, but I don't know. I still love it, and yeah, I think that's really about all I can really say. So, and anything else to talk about combat sports? Not that I can think of. So, let's head into fucking the other sports we love, that being the basketball, the fantasy, the one review. Thank you. Get one live late. Come on now. Yeah. Well, let's talk about some football, some basketball, and some fantasy. Beginning with fantasy football because it's officially over. Sad day. The fantasy football season is over, and we have a champion. Our fantasy champion for 2020 for our first ever league is Vast, your draining defending champion, beating out Shiesty thanks to Derek fucking Henry. And Vast is the champion from 8-7 in the season to champion. Good for him, man. Good for him. Would like to see Shiesty win, but good for Vast getting the win. And yeah, the underdog maybe of the 4 teams got to win. Shiesty will finish 2nd, Tone 3rd, Ninja 4th, I'm 6th, and Chrome 7th, and Matua is 8th, which means when we do the fantasy football again next year, these 2 will be gone, thankfully, but we'll start these 6. So the draft order will be number 1 will be Matua, number 2 will be Chrome, number 3 will be me, number 4 will be Tone, number 5 will be Shiesty, and number 6 will be Vast, and then whoever else is new to the league will fill out the rest of the spots. So there you go. Congrats to Vast champion, and yeah. I had it. Shiesty had a good season. Upset to get to the fucking Super Bowl. Tone started off hot, just fell apart. Ninja fell short at the last hurdle. I did terrible. Chrome made a mini comeback, but couldn't really go all the way with it. And then Matua just never got out of the blocks, it would seem. So, yeah, we'll see what happens next season. Very fun. I love fantasy football. And trust me, if you're a football fan, you don't do fantasy, do it. It's easy, it's fun. It makes the games so much more enjoyable, and yeah, it's not like some time. The only thing really time consuming about it is the draft, and even that is only like maybe a fucking hour at most. So yeah, but we'll do it again next year. We're doing it again next year. Draft will be for the week before the games, just like this year. That'll be fun. So there you go. We'll see what happens. For fun fantasy season, I enjoyed it, and that means we only have one fantasy league going now for the rest of the next while. That being the NBA league. What is going on in the NBA league? I'm getting my ass beat by my Tone because I keep forgetting to set my lineup. Chrome is beating Vast somehow. Matua's winning a free game, and Bot are going at it in a good game. So very interesting. Hopefully, I can reset my team for the next couple weeks or next couple days on win. I keep fucking forgetting because I'm not thinking about the NBA, let alone fantasy. So, and then no one else gives a shit. So, I didn't get that many people playing today. It's not fair. But yeah, well, that's the update on that. And yeah, that's about the long and short of what's been going on in fantasy. One league's over, the other one is the NBA, and that's about that, man. So, what more can I really say? To look past that and look to the real sport, the NFL. We talk about the fancy version of it, now let's talk about the real version of it. Week 18, the final week. Shall we break it down? First, we'll look back at Monday Night Football Week 17, which was the Falcons beating the shit out of the Rams somehow. Rams made a mini comeback late, even though they shouldn't have had to, but they did. But they got robbed on a clear catch by Puka Nacua, and they took the L after putting themselves in a 21-zip hole. They tried to make the comeback, almost did, but you shouldn't let yourself go to a 21-zip hole. And against the Falcons, no, that's what they did. And yeah, Stafford threw away the MVP. If you shouldn't even win anyway, Falcons get a meaningless win to set up the possibility of fucking over Tampa, even if Tampa wins next week or this week. And yeah, Atlanta winning when it doesn't matter. LA not performing to their abilities. Crazy, man. Crazy. But that leaves us with week 18, the final week, the week that's going to finish off the playoff seeding and see where the fuck we're at going into the wild card week next week, which is going to be fucking amazing. So, shall we all take a look at it? I say we shall. I'm the only one here, so I definitely say we shall. Beginning with one of the 3 biggest games of the week on Saturday afternoon to kick it off, to see who takes the division, to see who takes the goddamn garbage NFC South. We have to begin week 18 on Saturday afternoon. The Panthers and the Buccaneers. Who wants the division? Trick question. It's neither, but who's gonna take it? That's a tough question. Can Tampa get out of their own ass? Can Carolina perform one time without fucking they play good one more time? Who's gonna win just to get their ass handed to them in the playoffs? Let's find out. Very good game to start the week, but just like I did a few weeks ago, I hate to do it, but I gotta pick Carolina. I just struggle to see Tampa winning this. They're just not good. I truly think Tampa could eat. There's a strong case to be made. Tampa's the worst team in the division, and I'm not against saying it. I could fucking how they've played. Them being the worst team in the division is fucking likely. They suck. Baker's injured. Todd Bowles can't coach. They're losing to teams like the Dolphins. Carolina's not great by any means. Carolina, if they were in a real division, they would be the 4th seed in that division. But they're in a shit division. They've played halfway competent throughout the year. They should win. I just can't pick them to lose here. They should get the win. I think they're better. I think Tampa's a joke. And I just have to go with Carolina here. As much as I hate to say I would love to see they get a win, but I just think that team sucks too much, and I'm going Carolina for the win to get the playoff spot, to get murdered by the Rams, Seahawks, or Niners, and make their first playoff berth since Cam Newton since the Super Bowl. I'd have to. Have they made it since that Super Bowl season? I fucking doubt it. And for them to be the first winners of that division since 2018, I believe. So 19, one or the other. Give me the Panthers. Sorry, Tampa. Sorry, Bake. Todd Bowles, you're a bitch. Give me Carolina. I think they're just better. Give me the Panthers. And then we have maybe the biggest game of the week because this decides the number 1 seed in the NFC. The battle of maybe the 2 best teams in the NFC. I would probably. We have to end Saturday's slate of 2 really good big games at 8 p.m. on Saturday night to decide the NFC, the Seahawks, and the Niners. What a damn game that is. A banger. The winner takes the NFC bye week going into the wild card. But who is it gonna be? Who do I think it's gonna be? I think it could go either way. I could see Sam Darnold having a Sam Darnold game and looking like ass. I could see the Niners just looking too hot and getting beat here because Seattle's really good. I think this is going to be kind of the opposite of the Bears-Niners game. I think that was a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be more low-scoring and defensively sound. Not Buffalo Eagles defensively sound, which was fucking terrible, but more of a good battle between two good teams. And who am I rocking here? I'm not sold on San Fran yet. I think they're good. I think they might be the second best team in the NFC. But I'm going to Birds. I just think they're a hair better. I trust them a little more. I don't think the Niners are great. I think they've had a cakewalk schedule from what I remember. What have the Niners schedule been? The Seahawks in week 1, okay, I'll give them that. Saints, Cardinals, Jags, okay, and you lost. Rams, okay. Bucks, Falcons, shit. Texans, okay. Giants, okay. Rams, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Cardinals, Titans, Colts, Bears. So against good teams, the Niners' record is 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, kind of. 3. So they're kind of 3 and 3 against good teams to an extent. This is a tough one. I can see this game going either way, but I guess the Sing Niners, we've seen the song dance of San Fran before. They're not a bad team, but I just think they're kind of like the NFC's Ravens and Bills. They're always there where it's you should have probably won a chip by now. You've went to 2 Super Bowls, both against KC. You lost them both. One because you played Jimmy Garoppolo for some fucking reason. The other because that was KC's dark magic bullshit. What? Is this finally San Fran's year? I think if they can't win this year, I don't think they're gonna win. Because I don't think Brad Purdy's that good. CMC, getting 1 healthy year of CMC was a fucking miracle. Fucking, what else can you say besides that? Fred Warner might come back for the playoffs, which who knows how smart that is. Kittle is actually playing for once. Brandon Ayuk doesn't even play anymore, so Ricky Pearsall and Jawan Jennings are their top receivers, and Jawan Jennings ain't even good. I think they've had a miracle run. I think out of all the teams here, they should. I'm not counting the shitty division winners. On paper and how their season just going off their depth chart, the Niners should never have been here. So I'll give them respect for being resilient as fuck. But how far can Arizona get them? Can this finally get them that ring? Maybe. But I'm going to say, and who knows, maybe they would be the scariest team in the wild card. They would beat the living fuck out of Carolina. But I just think Seattle's a hair better. I just don't think Niners are the best team in the NFC. I don't think they're going to win the chip. And I'm going to go Seattle to win the NFC for the first time since the fucking Legion of Boom. And give me Seattle. That's going to be a great game. That could easily be the NFC Championship. I would not be shocked or upset at that at all. But I'm going Seattle. And say they close out the NFC with a win. We will not be seeing them playing a wild card next week. They're going to be getting that bye week. There you go. So there's Saturday games out the way. Very good games. 2 high. 1 big because it's a division game. Both suck. And 1 big because it decides who's the best in the NFC. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. I'm excited, and I can't wait for those games. But it sucks not having Thursday football as much as those games usually suck. It's weird and kind of lame not getting it. Especially it would be cool to have January 1st football, but I get it. Save it all for the weekend, and I can't wait. And it's gonna be. I think those are gonna be great games, and cannot wait for them. So see what happens on Saturday. But then, for the final day of the NFL season before the playoffs, we have January 4th, Sunday, last day of the regular season. What happens? Let's talk about. Most of the games are unimportant, but some are. Like the first one being pretty unimportant unless you're a Buccaneers fan. We have the Saints and the Falcons. The only interesting part about this game is if Tampa wins on Saturday and Atlanta wins, Carolina still gets the playoff berth because for some fucking reason, I don't know why exactly, but the sad part, you can make case this is a game between two best teams in that division of how they've been playing the last months. Atlanta should win more than likely, I would say. Tyler Shuck's not good, and New Orleans has just been beating up on shitty teams. Everyone's hyping up Shuck for being, oh, he's so good. They got their quarterback. Who the fuck have they been beating these last few games? The Bucks, the Panthers, the Jets, and the Titans. Garbage, on not consistent. Garbage. I'm not even saying Atlanta's good, but Jesus fucking Christ, they look like the fucking Patriots compared to these fucking matchups. So. Yeah, give me the fucking Falcons to win and fuck over Tampa, even if Tampa does win. Yeah, shitty game, meaningless, but someone has to win it. Someone has to fuck up their draft stock. It's usually the Falcons. Then we have the Battle of Ohio in a more than meaningless game that no one cares about. We have the Browns and the Bengals. One team who's just waiting for the season to end. The other one who's praying Joe Burrow doesn't want to trade. Of course, the Bengals are going to win this game, but fucking up on my picking as the Browns, I don't care. It's meaningless, and all that would do with that just hurt our draft stock. Just let Miles get the sack record. That's the only thing we care about. Next. Then we have a game with no meaning outside of maybe pride and saying how shit this team is going into the wild card. We have the Packers and the Vikings. It's just gonna be an intriguing one. We're gonna see how fucked the Packers are going into the playoffs. Give me Minnesota. Fuck it. I think Green Bay is awful. I have no idea if Jordan Love is playing. Not like it would help him much anyway. The dude's not that good. Minnesota's riding high after knocking off Detroit. They would love to knock Green Bay off one more time going into the playoffs, have them be the only single-digit win team in the playoffs, which, well, not counting these clowns. Yeah, I think Minnesota is as good. Give me Minnesota to get the win. Not really much to say there. Does it mean anything? No. Even if Packers win, they are going to be number 7 and more than likely be playing Chicago. So, is there any way that matchup doesn't? Would Philadelphia and Philly and Chicago would have to lose, which they're not going to. Chicago is not going to lose, and Philly winning is very likely, I would say. So I'll just put my picks back in. There you go. Yeah, give Minnesota. Not like the game means anything anyway. So there'll be another random game where JJ McCarthy doesn't play like ass, even though we know he's still ass, and Jordan Love is just not good. Packers are going out in the wild card, so what else can I say? Then we have the definition of a meaningless game, the Cowboys and the Giants. Cowboys are gonna beat up a fucking Make-A-Wish team. Not anything to say. Next. Oh god, speaking of that same scenario, just this team's actually good. Who's going to be doing the ass beating? The Titans and the Jaguars. Jags just getting a free win before the playoffs. Probably locking up the... Would Houston take the division of Jacksonville lost and they win here? Where's Houston? That's interesting. That's fucking interesting. So Houston's praying for a Tennessee win. It's not going to fucking happen, but, wishful thinking. Yeah, Jacksonville's gonna beat up Tennessee with fucking ease. So, next. speaking of Houston and easy wins in that division, Houston's going to easily beat the Colts. Colts are starting Riley Leonard, whoever the fuck that is. They're going to beat the living shit out of them. And I do think Texans might be better than the Jags. I would say next week as well. Unless they go terrible this week, I really think Houston might be the wild card. Like, pun intended, in the AFC. Do I think they are going to the Super Bowl? Probably not. But outside of New England, can you really say any of these teams are clear better than them? I think they're better than Denver. Jacksonville's debatable. Better. Houston are dark horses, man. I think they could really shock people. Fuck, I wouldn't be shocked if it's like New England and Houston in the AFC Championship somehow. We'll see. Should be intriguing. But yeah, they're going to beat the shit out of Indy pretty easily. Speaking of ass beatings, let's begin our long, goddamn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 4 o'clock games. How many 1 o'clock games are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's more 4 o'clock games than 1 o'clock game. What the fuck? As we begin our 4 o'clock game slate, somehow has 100 games, with another meaningless game, the Jets and the Bills. I wonder who's gonna win. Easy, just padding to the Bills' record before they get beat up in a wild card. Jags would easily win this game, and if this happens, I know who I'm picking. Yeah, Bills are gonna drop 90 on them next. Then we have a game that has a little importance for seeding, but overall should be easy and not that difficult to predict. And if anything, probably should be a beating. We have the Lions and the Bears. Chicago should win. Detroit's broken at this point. They are losing all those coaches hurt them. Fucking injuries that's hurt them. They looked awful last week against the Vikings. Now they're playing the better team in the division. Chicago should win, get back on track before the wild card, and yeah, probably lock in that number 2 seed in that game with Green Bay. That's gonna be a hell of an atmosphere if we get Packers Bears in the wild card. That atmosphere is gonna be in Chicago, no less. Dude, that's gonna sound like a goddamn Super Bowl. I can't wait. If that happens, I can't wait. But first, they got beat up Detroit. They should easily. Next. Who I did not think I'd be saying that at the beginning of the year. Then we have probably the most important 4 o'clock game, not even for seeding, because I think they've already locked up the division, but for, I guess, the dignity or fraudiness of the number 1 team in the AFC. Yeah, the Chargers and the Broncos. What could have been for the division now is just for pride. Herbert's not even playing. You know, I'm picking the Chargers, baby. Give me the Chargers. Do I think they're gonna win? No, but Denver is so shit they might lose this. Truly, Denver is not a good team. I truly think Denver's a bad team. I can easily say 3 teams here are better than them, like hands down. So if you put Denver in the NFC, I don't think they make the playoffs. They're not that good. They had great defense and a questionable offense. So, are the Chargers gonna try and win? Probably not. They're probably gonna get their asses beat. They probably will make it a close game, but man, if they win, look how crazy everything is. Jags are 2nd seed. Denver is now 3rd. I hope the Chargers win. Doubt it. It would be funny if they do, because Denver's not good. And see what happens. Come on, Trey Lance, lead a fucking win for the ages. And then in the same division, a game that has 0 fucking meaning, the Chiefs and the Raiders. Chris Oladokun versus Kenny Pickett. Let's go Raiders. Let's see him fuck up their draft stock. Let's see him botch the fucking draft, man. Let's see him beat the Chiefs. Let's see KC take one more L on the way out. Just cause fuck him. Yeah, I think would Raiders still be the number 1 pick? More than likely. That'd be debatable. Either way, they're gonna get Mendoza because the Giants ain't gonna fucking take him. Fucking beat KC. It'd be funny. Next. Will they? Do you care? No. Then we have, I want to say the lock of the week, but how they just looked on Monday night, I struggle to say that. The Cardinals and the Rams. Yes, all logic points to the Rams should beat the living fuck out of Arizona. But when has logic ever worked? They should have beat the fuck out of Atlanta. So, yeah. Yeah, Rams should win. Pissed off, get back on track, move up to the 5th seed if San Fran loses. Actually, are they a 5th seed either way? No, wrong button. Are they the 5th seed either way? No. So if San Fran wins and LA wins, they are still the 6th seed. But if Seattle wins, they move up to the 5th. So they're gonna be in that easy Carolina rematch. Crazy. Yeah, they should easily win. I guess they're cheering for Seattle. That's weird. Yeah, not much to say there. Then we have the lock of the week. Not much there. Miami and New England. As stupid as most of New England's players are, because somehow 2 of them have been arrested in like 48 hours. They're going to beat Miami senseless. So, what Tampa should have done. Easy win for New England. And yeah, so they still wouldn't take the #1 seed if Denver loses? No. So I guess New England is huge Chargers fans going into Sunday. Interesting. Easy win. Nothing more to say. And the last 4 o'clock game is another beating. A game we just saw like 2 weeks ago. It's gonna probably be just as terrible and the exact same. The Eagles and Commanders. The Eagles gonna beat the Commanders with ease. Next. I would love if the Commanders won, but of course there's no fucking way that's gonna happen. Yeah, Eagles free win. They're not gonna look good doing it at all. And probably gonna be by like 7. But you know, Eagles. And then we end the season, our final game of the 2025 NFL season for the AFC North. We have to end the season, the final game. Who's going to the playoffs to get beat up by the Texans or Chargers? We have to end the season for the division, the Ravens versus the Steelers. A legendary rivalry going at it one more time to end the season to see who's going to the playoffs. And it's going to be Baltimore. we can be honest, it's going to be Baltimore. More than likely. Pitt's fucking terrible. If Baltimore has any fucking IQ points, they're just going to run Derrick Henry 100 times and win. Yeah, I think Pitt's fucking. They're going to get their 9-8 Super Bowl. They got what they wanted. They're happy. Yeah, I mean, Baltimore, I think they should win that, even with fucking whoever the fuck playing at quarterback. You run Derrick Henry as many times as possible, and you should win. Not very much else to say. And there you go. This is what the playoffs will look like if I got all my predictions right. Well, let's be honest. This is what it's really gonna look like. But you know, hopefully the Chargers win. I'd be thrilled for this playoffs. Got going back to like 2014 with those top seeds. I can't wait. I cannot wait for the playoffs. There's only one team I want to see get taken out. If I will take any of these other teams in the Super Bowl outside of Philly, if they lose, I'm happy. Besides that, if these are the matchups going into the wild card, I cannot wait. Jags Bills, that's a good game. Jacksonville for sure. Oh, we would get this rematch a week later. That'd be badass. Who knows what happens there? Houston would beat the fuck out of Baltimore. Chicago should easily beat Green Bay. San Fran should beat Philly by like it would probably be like 6-3, and the Rams would maul the Panthers. So a lot of fucking animal teams. Wow, the whole NFC would be animal teams as their top 4: birds, bears, birds, and cats versus cats, horses, and birds. And then you have buffaloes and rams. Great. Yeah, what animal teams are fucking missing? The Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Lions. The only animal teams we're missing, and the Bengals. And I guess the Falcons, but yeah, no birds as is, Jesus. So, yeah, this is what I think is gonna happen. Of course, the games I'm most excited for are the biggest ones: Ravens, Steelers, Seattle, San Fran, Carolina, Tampa. Aside of that, like, most of the games are meaningless. The only other ones that have a little bit of meaning: Minnesota, Green Bay could be intriguing. Chicago, Detroit might be fun. Chargers, Denver is probably the best of the Sunday early slate. Outside of that, not really anything too important. Yeah, it's gonna be fun though. 3 big games. Playoffs are gonna be finally set, and then we go to the goddamn wild card. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Next week on the wild card, it's 2 games on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday. I can't wait. If this is the playoffs we got, I would say try and predict how they match these up. Would be the first one probably. I think you would have to do this on like Sunday or Saturday night. Probably Sunday night. This would be like the fucking Sunday afternoon, or even like maybe Monday. Actually, that's not even worth it. Monday. That might be like the fucking probably like Sunday afternoon. This could be like Saturday night. This could be like Monday night, and then like I don't know, the first one, and then like first game on Sunday, some shit like that. So, but we'll see. That even as the playoffs we get, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm excited, and it's gonna be a fun week 18. We're finally see what the playoffs are gonna look like, and can't wait. So. Not much else to say though. There, no more fantasy, just football. No fights, just football. It's gonna be fun. Let's sit back, relax, enjoy it. You know, still a couple days away. Let's fucking enjoy it. So there you go. Not really too much else to say there. But yeah, I think that's about really all I gotta say for the night. Again, I wasn't planning on going too long. Again, don't look like anyone's here anyway. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. New Year's night. Hopefully everyone's having a great fucking night. If it's even 2026 for some people. Yeah, I would imagine for most people it is at this point, but who fucking knows. And, yeah, it's gonna be a fun year, man. Number 1 of 365. See what happens. First day, first stream of the year. It's gonna be fun. And, yeah, what else more can I really say? So, there you go. But yeah, I think that's really about the long and short of everything I have to say for tonight. Not much combat sports to talk about. A little bit of fucking football to talk about. Aside that, what else is there right to say? So, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope no one who saw it. Hope y'all enjoyed. Yeah, first stream of the year, first piece of content of the year. I'm excited. New year, let's keep fucking rocking and rolling and to have a great 2026 of good vibing and see what happens. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be live again to just ramble some more, and tomorrow night, Thursday night, whatever terminology you want to use. Then Saturday and Sunday we'll be live again. A video will be dropping on Friday afternoon, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, probably not another short till next week. So there you go. Not really too much else to say though. Hope y'all enjoyed. Again, like it's New Year, so not many people are watching streams or either doing many other things. I know I'm gonna go watch Stranger Things because I'm man, am I not ready for that? But I'm so excited. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all had a great New Year's Eve. Have a great first day of the year, shall we? By saying, as always, hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like, comment, subscribe to, and subs goal by the end of 2026. And as always, I'm going to say something which I don't believe I am. Fun stream, yap for a little bit. Good way to start the year. Nice little chill, yapping to myself for a little bit. Goodness, things haven't changed much in the new year. And as always, RX out. Good vibes only. And always happy 2026.